Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Impulse of Sadness and Fury Android 18 GT. Now this is a Android 18, pretty interesting unit actually, very interesting. Couple things that are obviously always a bit of a shame, but very interesting. So worthy rivals lead 77%, strength 50%. Super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and raises super class allies attack by 35% for 1 turn. Very good. Passive, attack and defense of 150%, with an additional defense of 100%, reduction of damage by 18%, and all allies defense of 30% as the first attacker in the turn. An additional defense of 100%, and an additional damage reduction of 18% as the first attacker in the turn, for 5 turns from the start of turn. And key +2 plus an additional attack of 150% and medium chance of performing a critical hit for 3 turns after receiving an attack, which is pretty good. Overall, honestly speaking, very nice unit. Link-wise, we've got Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Cold Judgment, Infinite Energy, Battlefield Diva, GT, and Sharing the Limit. And in terms of categories, we've got Android's Battle Wits, GT Heroes, Siblings Bond, and Worthy Rivals. Not bad. A nice unit. Not too conditional either, so obviously positionally wise quite conditional, but beyond that not too bad. Offensively you're not going to get a lot here. These 3 millions, maybe 4 million with a bit of investment and link leveling, and that will be as high as you go. But the big thing here is all of the buffs that she's giving. So she's actually a good tank. Don't let the start of turn defense fool you. The moment she releases her, or once the turn order is set, she gains a lot of defense. So she like almost triples or over triples her defense. So she actually is closer to the 400k mark than the 130k mark, which is really good. Not to mention she also raises her attack and defense with a super attack, and she also has built-in crits, and also she has the ability to boost the rest of your team's attack. So very good in terms of being a nice pseudo tank for kind of mid-range to lower high-end content. Very nice from that perspective. The damage reductions are nice. Very cool for events like Super Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle Road. Just a very interesting unit. She links up very well with basically any Android 18, which is also something nice because we don't have a lot of named Android 18 GTs. So she links up pretty well with pretty much every Android 18, which is really good. Obviously, primary link would be Cold Judgment, but we'll talk about that a little bit just now. But overall, a nice unit. Some good utility. The raising attack on super for allies, very good. The boost in defense as a first turn attacker, very good. The 5 turn effect obviously kind of shortens her a little bit, but a lot of teams can finish hard content in 5 turns. The big thing with her would be she'd probably be more Super Battle Road orientated. Not that she's terrible afterwards either, she just does lose a significant component of defense, and since most of her defense requires her to be the first attacker or in that first slot, once you lose kind of one of those multipliers, it does become a lot harder for her. Not impossible, but just harder. Overall, she is good though. I really like how she performs. I think she's quite solid. I think the utility she brings is good. I do think the Hellfighter 17 just fits the mold a bit better from the event, but I think overall she's pretty good. In terms of links, Android Assault's definitely the focal point. Twin Terrors is a nice one. Cold Judgment is definitely the focal point. Infinite Energy is good. Battlefield Diva is good. GT is great for that team, Sharing the Limit. So she got a good link set. At any given time, she can have Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Infinite Energy all active very easily with an Android 18, and in total at link level 10 that's like 30% defense with 5% crit chance, 5% evasion, which is really good. Cold Judgment is actually fairly common. There are quite a few Pepe Gals units that have Cold Judgment, so she's definitely going to be able to get that with the relative ease depending on what team you run it on. The thing I do like about her is there's not a lot of restrictions, so she doesn't need like GT heroes in the team, she doesn't need a siblings bond unit in the team, she doesn't need an Android 17, she doesn't need anything like that. So I think that's very good. GT is also a primary link, and just in general she's very impressive. So Overall, I'm very impressed with her. I think she's a very solid unit. Super happy with her overall performance, and yeah, in general, a nice free-to-play pickup. Of course, it's going to depend on yourself, but I think she's a nice pickup to have for certain content, and she'll do well. That's going to be it from me. See you next time. Bye.